What's going on, everybody? I'm Patrick from POWLAX and welcome to the POWLAX Backyard. In this video, we're going to be talking about faking. This is the POWLAX Backyard, where I'll be teaching techniques and how to fix common mistakes by showing you ways to improve your game at home. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all of the POWLAX members whose generous contributions make these videos possible. We believe that the best way to improve and grow the lacrosse landscape is by educating players, parents, and coaches with the information they need to be successful so they can enjoy the sport. That's why all of the POWLAX videos are free to watch anytime, anywhere. If you enjoy the POWLAX content and want to help contribute to their creation, consider becoming a member at POWLAX.com. For just $5 a month, you gain access to the entire POWLAX playbook, a series of PDFs that accompany all the POWLAX videos. Once again, thank you to all of the POWLAX members. Now let's get back to the video. So before we get into the techniques of how we're going to want to fake in specific situations, we're going to talk about the idea of deception. Now, deception runs through every single sport. You're always going to try to deceive your opponent to open up specific opportunities. Now, when we think about football, that could just be a fake handoff. When you think about basketball, you could fake a layup to come under and lay it up on the other side. Now, if we're thinking about faking in lacrosse, we are going to take our pass or our shot, and instead of actually throwing the ball, we are going to turn our hands over and fake throw the ball. Now, why would we fake? In lacrosse, we would fake for three purposes. First is if I'm gonna shoot on a goalie, if I fake like I'm gonna shoot one place and I shoot another, hopefully the goalie will move to the first place so that then I can have an opening in that second place. Next is if I am playing against a player and I throw a fake and it makes them just kind of turn around and look for the ball, that's a good opportunity to manipulate my on-ball defenseman. The third way is with off-ball defensemen, where if one player is trying to play two, if I look at one and draw him over, I can then throw to the opposite one. And so we are going to divide up those three kind of fakes into two categories. The first is goalie fakes that we're going to fake when we are shooting in tight on a goalie, and the second are field fakes that are going to manipulate players on the field. Now, when we throw fakes in lacrosse, as we're moving to make our pass, we are going to turn our stick around with one of our two hands, right? So we can turn our top hand over or we can turn our bottom hand over. Now, I really like to teach the top hand fakes because this is the same motion I make when I'm cradling. And so as I come to throw a fake, I just turn my top hand over, and it's very, very simple because I've already learned that motion while I'm cradling. Now, it's not to say that you can't throw the over the top fake with your bottom hand well as you throw it. It actually puts your top hand on the stick relatively well if you throw it right, but I think that players have more control here because they're used to that cradle motion. Now, the next thing we want to know about when we are faking is how long does it take us to make the second action. So if I am faking against a goalie and I fake my stick all the way out here, I'm going to have to pull the stick back before I'm able to actually shoot the ball. And so when I'm on the field playing against a player, if I fake like this against somebody, it's not going to be a big deal because I don't need to make that second action very quickly. But if I'm in tight against a goalie, when I fake, he's only going to be out of position for, half a second, and I need to make sure that I fake and then finish really, really quickly. Now we're going to dive deeper into the idea of faking against a goalie in tight. So the big thing here is that we are going to want to fake quickly, like we mentioned, but now we want to kind of segment them out into different fakes. And so we're going to divide the goal in half, horizontally and vertically. And so if we divide it horizontally, we have high and we have low. And so as we fake, we want to throw a high fake and finish low, or we may want to fake low and finish high. And now, really good goalies actually understand that you're going to want to fake, and they're really good at just finding and kind of matching the stick. So then you want to think about faking twice. You can go high, high, or you can go low, high, low. Now, when you are in tight, I highly, highly recommend faking high and then sticking it low, because as you do that, if you can keep a goalie high and then put it low, they can only get down as fast as gravity will take them. They can't magically drop faster than gravity. But if they drop low, they can always spring up relatively quickly because their entire body is kind of a spring ready to jump back up. The next way we want to talk about faking is from side to side. And now, We are going to define these by near side and far side. The near side pipe is the one closest, the far side pipe is the one away. Now, as we are faking and as we are finishing, we always want to have our stick to the middle, because if our stick has eyes right here, it's going to have a bigger goal than if it has eyes over here. Now, as we are faking, the same idea as our high-low, where we want to fake near, finish far, or fake far, finish near. Same idea with having two as well. You can go near, far, near, or you can go far, near, far. Now the big key to this is, as my stick is on my collarbone, if I'm gonna fake near, my stick goes up the side of my head, but I never pull my butt end to face me. My whole stick goes up near, and then far is just out my shoulder, far, and then actually at any time, I can still come through because my butt end is still pointed at the goal. Now we're going to talk about field faking. And when we throw a field fake, the biggest thing is that after we throw the fake, we want to stop, because we want to make it look like we threw the ball. And so as you throw this overhand fake over the top, you want to kind of pause for a minute, and hopefully the defenseman will think that you threw it, which is why your body is relaxing. Now we can throw overhand fake with our top hand, with our bottom hand, but that's not the only way we can throw fakes. We can also throw behind the back fakes. I like to throw them with my bottom hand, where as I come up, my bottom hand turns over, but you can also throw a top hand fake here as well. The next one we may want to throw is a fake shovel pass. So say I wind up and I face dodge and I can see a slide is coming. The slide's not going to come if he thinks I'm going to throw this shovel pass back in. So I kind of fake the shovel pass, turn my bottom hand over, and now hopefully the slide won't come to me. Now we're going to cover some ways you can work on this skill at home. Now, in order to practice faking, you can do it in a couple of ways. First, you can always work on this technical aspect, but that's really not going to help you much to find out what really works, because you have to have someone there that you are manipulating. There has to be someone there that's reacting to you. I could tell you, how to fake as many times as I wanted to, but until you see how it makes someone act, you're never going to really know the value of that fake. Now, the better thing to do is to play games, whether it be 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 3-by, anywhere where you can actually throw fakes and manipulate real people. That's going to show you what's going to work and what's not. I hope this video has helped you get a better understanding of the game and how to practice at home. If you liked it, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the POWLAX YouTube channel, and follow POWLAX on social media. To watch and learn more, support the POWLAX mission, and download the PDFs that accompany all of the POWLAX videos, head to POWLAX.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.